I did it just to show support, and that's it. I'm not going to change the world. Hell, I'm not even going to change the law. I wish I could, but I can't. But all of us together can tell people that this law is bullshit. All of us together can tell people that it's oppressive, that it is bigotry, and that it's not something we will stand for. And that is why I put this dress on today, and I appreciate you guys for being supportive.
As we all know, men are biologically designed to not be allowed to wear dresses. It is against nature, it's against our genetic coding. But one man decided to go against all that. He decided to defy the will of God, and he wore a dress to protest a Tennessee law about something, presumably about drag, because, you know, conservatives don't like drag and stuff like that because it hurts their fifis when men are wearing dresses. Wearing a dress equals mental illness, sent him to the hospital. I've worn a dress before. Women wear dresses all the time. Do you think all women? I shouldn't even ask you that question. I know the answer. Anyway, let's go ahead and watch this.
Make that pistol pop.
All right, you guys have been fantastic.
You're mentally ill? Okay.
My name is Brett Druck. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Steve Hofstetter.
Women aren't mentally ill because they're wearing their gender-specific clothing. Dresses were designed for women. I don't think that's true, my friend. You do know that the Irish wore kilts, right? That was a thing that they did. It is true, cope and cry. Okay. If you say so, my friend.
Well,
just out of curiosity, have you ever tried one on? Like, have you ever even tried? Have you? Like honestly, I have. I mean, it's not for me. Like, I've done it on stream before. I've showed people. I mean, it's not for me, but I've done it. Have you tried it? A kilt and a dress? It's physically almost the same as a dress. They're basically dresses. Irishmen still wear kilts? Yeah, they're fucking dresses.
I think it's amazing that Bill Lee finds this sexual.
True.
I guess that's what he's into, but
Imagine, conservatives look at this and they're like, wow, that's really sexual. That's pretty gay.
I've actually, this is definitely a departure for me. I've worn a dress once before in my life. It was for a costume in high school, just like Bill Lee did. Fucking hypocrite. And I decided to do this today just as an act of solidarity. There's nothing more to it than that. I guess my new Tennessee drag persona is born.
It was fun while it lasted.
I'm gonna go by misdemeanor. Because I'm not making fun of men, I'm making fun of cavemen. There's a difference. Every one of us is born a caveman, but we have the opportunity to evolve, stand upright, take our knuckles off the ground. And not every guy does. Some of them end up being governor.
24 hours? Okay. He won't even be back in a day, but yeah, that's fine.
Cavemen are terrified by the idea of a gender-neutral bathroom. That
True.
scares them for some reason. Real men support them, partially because we are compassionate to our fellow human beings, and partially because we see an opportunity.
By the way, if you really want my opinion, I think that men are more biologically designed for a dress than women are. Think about the hardware we're working with, right? Women don't have like a big sausage dangling between their legs, right? So why does it make sense that men wear pants and constrict all that junk, whereas women wear dresses when there's nothing down there? I feel like it should be reversed, right? Like, if you really honestly want to talk about like biological design, like smart outfitting, right? Like, let's really consider this. Which sex has the hardware that fits the dress, right? It's the guys. It is the guys. You cannot tell me otherwise. It is the guys. Whereas cis women, right, tend to have vaginas. They don't, it's an inward thing. They don't have junk dangling there. So they are much better equipped to wear the pants. It's just a fabric-based version of the manspreading discourse. Yeah, basically.
To no longer have to use a men's room. Have you been? It's the worst room of all the rooms. The men's room is the worst room.
I believe historically men did wear dresses for that reason. And sorry, I keep pausing. Men have not only historically worn dresses, they've worn makeup, high heels, powdered wigs, God knows what else. I mean, we've talked about this. Way back in the day, they weren't even supposed to have calluses on their fucking hands because that meant that you're a poor ass worker. If you're a man, a real man's man back in the day, that meant that you were wealthy. That meant that you owned shit. That meant you had slaves. That meant you had people doing shit for you. You sat in your fat fucking throne and deep-throated food all day, delicious, yummy cakes and shit, and were a soy boy. It was so manly. You were like the manliest guy on earth if you were like the softest fucking pudgy soy boy with painted face and powdered wig and high heels and a fucking dress and frills. Frills. Guys loved the frills. They loved it. You cannot tell me otherwise. They loved frilly shit, okay? It was honestly the sissiest shit I've ever seen in my life, and they thought it was the peak of masculinity. Miss me with that shit.
It's a trough on the wall. We're supposed to be okay with that. Like, oh, guess I'm a horse today. Like, no, it's not humane.
Okay, we're watching the video.
The last time they updated a men's room was the day they brought them indoors. That was the last piece of technology.
And yes,
that was
guys
a
look good in
ceiling.
dresses.
But some women's rooms are so nice. Some of them have music
That's true.
and couches.
I've seen the couches. I've
You
seen the
can't
couches.
Put a couch in a men's room. That'll get peed on immediately.
Spoiled ass motherfuckers
I bet
have
some
couches in
fancy
their
casino
goddamn
tried to
bathrooms.
put a couch in the men's room. First guy in was like, weird looking urinal cake, but let's do this. And the stalls never go all the way up. Why don't the stalls ever go all the way up? Why is that the fashion of making stalls? They give us a little bit of privacy, but not enough for it to actually be private. I'm 6'4", and stalls, they are not. My eyes are here, stall ends here. Every time I walk into a men's room, I look like the neighbor from Home Improvement. Like, why? Heidi-ho, neighbor, what you working on? Like, it's not, why do they do that to us? Every time I walk into a men's room, I have to apologize, be like, hey man, I don't want to see this either, but they didn't finish building the stall. Why the fuck don't they finish building the stall? They should finish build the stall, build the stall, build the stall. That's right, we're gonna get the women's room to pay for it. They can afford it, they got couch
I understood
money
that reference.
and residual income from those tampon machines. Gotta be honest, little worried about doing a build the wall joke in Southern Tennessee. I gotta be honest.
Someone who cleaned restrooms for a living, I must contest this. Women's restrooms are nasty as fuck. I just think you're a misogynist.
But then I thought about, like, if any state ever needed a wall along.
Okay, I'll be real. Sorry, I know I keep pausing. Just bear with me. I'll be real. At first, the dress is jarring, but after like 4 minutes, it's like just kind of there, right? Like this is just a thing that's happening now. Am I wrong? Like this, like I'm just used to it now. I don't know. Like I feel like by all standards, by all metrics, I should still be weirded out by it, but I'm not. Like it's just a thing now. After 4 minutes of looking at it, am I wrong? What is this short?
I just pissed off a lot of men. Let's talk about it. We're also gonna put on another dress as a man. I just exist on
Damn.
the
Okay, he's of age, right? Because wood.
internet, and it makes y'all mad. But what I've learned is that nothing y'all say matters. As I sit here and tie these $400 shoes that y'all paid for because you keep commenting, which boosts my videos. I shouldn't have to explain that, but God did not bless you with common sense. Y'all will comment something like, he's a man, why is he wearing girls' clothes? But the second half of you say I'm a woman now. Newsflash, I'm a man, but your smelly group is proving our point that
Damn, get you a fucking boy wife like this. My God. My fucking God.
nothing defines a woman besides a woman. You know how many sexy men commented on my page saying, I'm a man, I love what you do? They don't need to look at other men.
You can be whatever the fuck you want to be. Just get in my just get in my fucking bedroom.
To figure out what masculinity
Damn.
is. Says masculinity, just like your idea of womanhood, is subjective. You didn't grow up around this, and that part's not your fault. Your ignorance is your fault. I suggest you look at yourself and ask what defines men. Made for men. Made
Shut
for
up.
men. Made
We're
for
all
men.
thinking it.
And made for men. What is it then? Let me help you out there. It's you. So go ahead, show me what you got, and keep commenting, because I'll just keep buying dresses.
At southern border. It's actually Kentucky and North Carolina, but my point is, but people like Bobert are
Not
always
as
so
big a
scared
degen
they're
as
gonna
you.
turn
Well,
gay
I
or
mean-
turn trans, like that's possible.
Probably true.
You're born that way or you're not, it's as simple as that. It just takes some people longer to figure it out than others. And I posted about this, and a guy replied and said, well, what if I read a book with a gay character? And I said, well, you could have ended that sentence at the word book.
Wait, is it Twitch? Wait. Sorry, I keep pausing. Just bear with me. That gaming Asian. Oh fuck yes, dude. That's a follow. Look at this beautiful motherfucker. That's a follow if ever there was a follow.
That's not working.
Icon. A sexy icon. Anyway.
That's the word doing all the heavy lifting. What if I read a book with a gay character? Well, then you'll learn that author's interpretation of that character. You don't transform it over whatever you read. I read Little Women. I wasn't like, oh no.
Her name? Yes.
Suddenly I'm 5'2" and I'm bleeding. What the fuck is this book? I gotta be honest, that joke hits different in a dress, but...
Wait, I might have... No, it's the same pattern. I have the same pattern dress, but it's not like the same dress. Like, his dress is sleeveless. Mine has sleeves. Here, I'll pull up the picture. All this.
They say things like, oh, I just want to go back to a simpler time when men were men and women were women. Whenever I hear that, I say, tell me the year.
Yes!
When the fuck are you talking about? Because we're American.
Thank you.
Our founding fathers wore wigs, high heels, and dresses.
Yes.
Yeah. That was revolutionary drag. That's what that was. Yeah, that was RuPaul Revere.
True.
They say that it's sexualized. Was anyone turned on tonight? Liar.
Wait. What? Hold up. No. You're sexy, man. I mean, not my type, but come on. There are so many people who are turned on by gingers in dresses. Ginger men in dresses. Come on.
I don't mean during Brett's set. I meant during mine.
I mean, if you hadn't picked such a slutty dress.
But that's the thing. Like, it doesn't say, like, look, if they want to outlaw, if they're like, oh, well, kids can't see anything sexual, well, goodbye Halloween. Mm-hmm. Like, people are into a lot of shit sexually that is not banned. Feet. There are people who have foot fetishes. Do you have no more sandals? No more sandals in front of. Oh my God, is that where no shirt, no shoes, no service?
Okay, here it is. It's not the same pattern, but it's a similar dress. Here it is. So this is from an infamous cross-dressing stream that I did last year, where I actually expected to look way less good than this. But yes, yassified. I look really fucking good, I'll be honest. I'm very proud of how I look. And Katie did help me with the look. She helped me with all the makeup. I don't know. I think I pulled it off pretty good. I think that's pretty sexy. Too much yes. Listen, if there ever were like I don't mean to brag, but like if there ever were like the ideal kind of mix of masculine, like just enough masculinity with just enough femininity, I feel like I hit the nail on the head. Okay. I feel like I did a really good job in this. I'm just saying. And then so did Katie. She's right here. You can see her arms. Katie gets all the credit for the makeup. She did all of the makeup. So kudos to Katie. I think I pulled this off pretty fucking good. Okay, so you're a god. I do look like a god in this. You are correct. And many are saying that I do have godly, otherworldly powers. And if you misbehave in my chat, you may just be on the ass end of that. So behave yourselves.
Came from? What do you got? Am I enjoying the airflow?
Are you saying that you would fuck you? Yes.
No. I'm also very much not enjoying the lack of pockets. That's another thing.
Okay, yes. I fucking hate that dresses do not have pockets. The worst part, actually.
You know what? I should, instead of selling hats, I should just sell pockets.
Pregnant people can't go in public anymore because of people with breeding and pregnancy kinks. Nobody can go out in public anymore because somebody's sexualizing you. Somebody is always sexualizing you. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what condition you have, what ugly you are, what weight you are, if you're fat, skinny, black, white, cis, trans, if you got 3 dicks, 4 dicks, if you got a missing boob, if you're pregnant, if you're fucking wearing one of those spinny hats, right, with the twirler on it. Somebody's got a thing for it. Somebody's got a thing for it, and somebody is sexualizing you at all points. Nobody can go out. Stay home.
Just pockets with a paper clip with them. What am I wearing?
I've never been
under the skirt?
sexualized even once. Liar.
Underwear. I'm not free balling on this. I understand how high this stage is. I respect the front row, okay? I'm wearing the same thing I would wear underneath jeans to show people that this isn't fucking that different. Like, literally, it's just a different outer garment, and that's it. It didn't change who I am.
I actually thought recently about going to one of those, I don't know about Board of Education, but one of those meetings, wearing a dress. Just like showing up in what a woman would wear and being like, yeah, I mean, I'm wearing what a woman would wear. I mean, nobody would think twice to ask a woman why she's wearing that. Why do I not have that right? Why don't I get that right? I have the right to wear this shit. Why does she get to wear it and I don't? Tell me. Tell me the reason. I feel like that would be really good.
Didn't change my act. It was just
Do you just
a
hate
dress.
men?
That's all.
Is that what it is?
Just an unnecessarily expensive dress.
True.
I'm wearing a dress under my pants. And it's very slutty.
Show us. No, I'm kidding. All right. What
Cowards, both of these guys.
else do we have? Any other live ones? What do you got here?
Would you ever do full drag just to say fuck you to everybody?
Would ever do full drag to say fuck you to everybody? How dare you say that this is not?
I was just going to say,
Full
that is
drag.
full drag.
I'm a beautiful flower, which is why I wore them.
What a king.
I mean, the amount of time it took him to get his makeup
What's
right
up, Hunter?
tonight.
I guess this is my look when I'm misdemeanor.
Hunga,
And if
hunga,
I go
hippos.
all the way, then I'm felony. So it's when you wear a short one that you can see.
Yeah. Also, didn't you notice he lip synced his whole act tonight? That was all on the track.
Yeah, that whole 45 minutes was actually Madonna.
All right, let's take some text questions. What do we got, John?
Okay, here's what you got. Well, the first one. Did you say where you got your dress already? Because
No, I did not.
Okay, because the first question is, I love the dress. Where did you get it?
I got it at this little mom and pop boutique called Macy's. And
That's not a mom
yeah.
and pop
If
boutique.
you do love the dress, by the way,
get it.
after this show, I will actually be auctioning off this dress where 100% of the money will go to charities that support LGBTQ youth.
Damn.
So,
Dude, would you buy his dress to sniff it? I'm not saying I would, but like, would you? Would that be, like, that wouldn't be weird, right? Like, I'm just, like, listen, it's not something I would do, but like, anyway.
if you like that dress so much, put your money where your mouth is. Let's do this. I'm not going to auction it live right now. I mean, it'll be online later. That would be a weird way to end the show.
Also, I just noticed how big the zipper, like,
Do you ever wonder
mechanism
what it
is on the back of
smells?
that thing. It's like a dog tag. It's huge.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I didn't show it all up. Here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, girl, yes.
Wow.
Did I do
It's
that
tough
right?
to turn around with the mic. Women have it
Yes,
much more difficult than we
queen.
do.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Very glad there's not an air vent on stage. And so are they.
What advice would you give to Northerners that now live in southern states?
Bring someone with you next time you vote. Bring 2 people with you next time you vote.
Hey.
Let's start to change shit.
Yes. And I'd even go a step further if I were him, but considering he's not political in nature, I think that's a very solid thing to say.
Also,
Kudos.
it depends on what part of the North, because rural Pennsylvania is the same as Tennessee. Just a heads up. It's not like Mason-Dixon. That's not the division at all. I want to close with something a little serious here. When I got the idea to do this, I didn't really think about what goes into it. I was like, hey,
You just steal
I'm gonna do the
lunch,
show
but
in drag.
it's a good
Fuck
point.
it. I'm gonna show support.
He did not just say vote harder. He said bring people with you when you vote. I think that's a very solid thing to say. How do you deal with anti-science conservative people who try to justify their pseudoscience by saying, why are you so dogmatic? Do you think that being critical of authority and skeptical is a bad thing? Being skeptical of authority because just people think critically. I have some retorts to this, but I'm not sure if they're good. Just say, like, what are you skeptical of? Like, give me a specific point that you're skeptical of. You can say yes, it's good to be skeptical of authority, but that alone is not making any actual point. It's like people who say states' rights, right? Like we've talked about this. Like people who say, well, states' rights, blah, 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 states' rights. Like, yeah, states should have rights to something, sure, but like, why? Deferring abortion bans to states' rights, right? That's not taking a stance on abortion. That's a cop-out. That's pussying out. You're saying you don't have an actual stance, or if you do, you're too much of a pussy to admit it. So tell me, what's your stance? Why do you think states should have the right to this? Is it because you want it to be banned? You don't want it to be banned? Like, what is it? Just say, like, what are you questioning? I think it's good to question authority. I think that it's good to have a healthy skepticism of people who tell you things and expect you to believe them. But there's a difference between skepticism and just denying it outright because they're an authority figure. Not everything that authority figures say is automatically wrong, okay? Be skeptical, but if they're right, they're right. There's no getting around that. Why do people question global warming, for instance, right? 99% of scientists agree that global warming is a real thing, or climate change or whatever, and 1% say it's not. Your question is, well, what's the 1% saying? Why are we not questioning this? They are questioning it all the time. They're scientists. They all question each other. They all test each other's theories. They all rate, like, scientists live. They live to disprove each other's theories and research. So when they all agree on something, that tells you something, okay? Why are you questioning it? That's how I would combat it. Let's say for efficacy of vaccines, doubting the scientific consensus, often they'll say, how do you know that what the scientists say about X subject is true? Are you just blindly following what scientists say? Ask them what they're following. Say, yes, I do follow what the scientists say. What are you following? What sources are you deriving your information from? Say, I derive my information from verified sources that have scientists who do this stuff for a living. They've researched this stuff all their lives. They know what they're talking about, and they're not incentivized one way or the other. They just need to find the truth, right? They're there to do research and find out the truth. That's it. So where are you getting your sources? Facebook? It all comes down to source, bro. What's your source, bro?
And I was like, let me go to the mall and buy a dress.
Thank you for the tier 1 sub for 22 months, Steel Lungs.
Because I'm going and I pick a dress, and then I have to find somewhere to try it on. And I was in a big city, and yet there were dressing rooms for men and women, and that's it. And I was worried, not just I felt a little uncomfortable, but I didn't want to make other people feel uncomfortable.
Yep.
And I truly didn't know where to go. And it hit me, holy shit, I'm doing this as a one-off thing one time in my life. And yet the people who actually do this have to go through that and have to feel like they don't fit in, like they might make someone else feel uncomfortable. And I cannot imagine going through life like that. I want to make it clear that I didn't do anything today. I really appreciated that you guys cheered when I came out, but this wasn't anything. This was just, I just put a dress on. It's the same thing.
That major respect for that. I said the same thing when I went to the Ohio State Board of Education meeting. I didn't do anything, guys. I put a shirt on and I said some words. You know, it's something, but it's really not.
I did it just to show support, and that's it. I'm not going to change the world. Hell, I'm not even going to change the law. I wish I could, but I can't. But all of us together can tell people that this law is bullshit. All of us together can tell people that it's oppressive, that it is bigotry, and that is not something we will stand for. And that is why I put this dress on today, and I appreciate you guys for being supportive.
Thanks for following me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and now Twitter sucks, Mastodon. I am touring all over the place. If you want to see if I'm coming to a city near you, check out stevehofstetter.com. And of course, watch videos like this before anybody else. Patreon.com/Steve Hofstetter.
You guys got the info. Go do the thing. That's Steve Hofstetter, everybody. He's right. All he did was wear a dress. You know, you can say it's based, you can say it's Chadley, whatever. And it is. I think it is, especially in our political environment. But ultimately, he's right. Like, it's not that much. All he's doing is making a statement. It was funny. It was a funny video. But ultimately, I think the bottom line of it was what he said at the end there is, like, people do this every day. Like, they, you know, it's what I said during my Ohio Board of Education thing. It's like, every single day, trans people wake up and have to make the conscious decision to endanger their own life by presenting the way they want to present. You know, that sucks. I can't imagine living like that. I don't want to get too doomer or like too emotional on this one because we just did a segment where I got very emotional, but you know, just something to keep in mind. So yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload. You can join my channel membership at youtube.com/AlecGunther/TTV/join for only 99 cents a month. That's less than the price of a blowjob from your mom. You can be part of the channel membership program and you will get early access content as well as a sweet badge next to your name and exclusive emotes to use in the comments that nobody else gets. Thank you again, and I will see you all in the next video.